Now we are going to start with the topic of this computed tomography. We call it CT scan when we say computed tomography, or we also call it computed axial tomography, and the word is in CAT scan. Okay, so as I've just given you about X-rays. Now this is the advanced technology. Okay, now these are also special X-ray tests. Now they produce cross-sectional images, okay, of the you can say of the body using X-rays, and a computer is used for them. So CT scans are also referred to as a so they are compute, that's why we use the term, you can say, computed. They are referred to as computerized axial tomography. Okay, and CT was developed independently by a, so this is the name of the engineer. His name was Sir Godfrey, you can say, Hounsfield. He was the one, and another one is there, this Alan Cormack. So they were the ones who developed this CAT scan. So it has become the mainstay because this helps in the diagnosis of many medical diseases. For this, you can say, for their work to be installed in 1974, so you can say CT scanners have vastly improved patient comfort. Okay, because taking the comfort into the view, for these are helpful, and the scans are done very quickly, and the machine which they use, it is this, the computed tomography machine is this one, in which is a sort of you can say rounded circular structure, and the person is going to be mounted here, and then you can say the person can lie down, and this is going to move inside while the X-rays are doing their work, and they will be taking multiple images, whereas when X-rays, a single image was being taken. Okay, so let's see how this is advantageous if we in contrast to the X-rays. Now improvements have led to higher, so because now we get higher resolution images, okay, now which assist in making better diagnosis. For example, you can say this is what is given here. CT scan can help doctors to visualize small nodules which are present, the tumors they can find out, which they cannot see. So this is a comparison with the plain film X-ray. They cannot see those details. Here the tumors can be detected. Here they can visualize even the smallest of the nodules. So this is what they have shown, the CT scan of the lungs. And you can say then this is a very rapid process. It takes place just in minutes, painless examination, and combines the power of the X-rays with computers. So X-rays plus computers to produce 360-degree cross-sectional views. So the types of views we get are 360-degree cross-sectional views of the body, and CT enables to image the bone, even the soft tissues. Okay, here soft tissues are also viewed, blood vessels can be viewed all at the same time. So naturally it is advanced. Then the technology has a tube design. So we know that it is a tube design, but is slim from front to back, and you can say this does not create any anxiety to the person. You can say a person who is very you can say large, so this can happen because if the size of the person is large, or you can say this mean the person may not fit into the opening of the CT scanner, or maybe over the weight limit. There can be some weight limit to fit into the CT scan moving table. While it is a, so the process is painless. Okay, and there is a radiation exposure with CT scans. So the radiation exposure is given with the CT scans. Now CT is generally not recommended, so this is not for the pregnant women or for the children unless it is necessary. Okay, so these are few advantages if you compare it with the X-rays. And you can see let's see the medical uses of the CT scan. So this is the apparatus I had just shown you. Here you can say this is the electron gun from which the beam is going to pass, and this is the electron beam you can see. Then this is that round detector ring which is present. The person is going to move inside, and then you can say this is some system from where the data will be you can say analyzed later on, and this is the target ring. So this is a complete machine. Here we can see the what are the different medical uses of CT scan. The technique is used in imaging bone, soft tissues and blood vessels, as I just told you, at the same time. And here you can see especially pinpointing issues with bony structures or some injuries if the person is having. So it is very useful in evaluating lung and chest tissue, so they can be viewed very well. So thus it helps in detecting, even cancers can be detected. Then what is the principle of the CT scan? You can say, because doctors, we don't go to those details, but one should know what is the principle. Doctors use CT scans primarily to look to the soft tissues of the different bodies organs. A CT scan uses data from several x-rays, okay, because here so many x-rays images are taken of the structures inside the body, so it gives almost a 3D view and converts them into you can say CT scan picture. So here this is a 3D CT scan of the human bones shown. So better view will be there. One can view, the doctor can view it from all sides, okay. So that is going to the doctor will detect it, the disease in a much better way. Now what is the principle? The principle of computed tomography is that of a X-ray source, you can see, and a detector unit, which are rotating synchronously around the patient, okay. So data are acquired continuously during rotation. So as it is rotating, the data keeps on getting into the system. The most prominent part of the CT scanner is the gantry. It is the gantry. What is gantry? A circular rotating frame, okay, with an X-ray tube mounted on one side and a detector on the opposite, which I had just shown you. A fan-shaped beam of X-rays is created at the as the rotating frame spins. So you can say the X-ray tube and detector around the patient. As the scanner rotates, when the scanner is rotating, several thousand, can you imagine, sectional views of the patient's body are generated in one rotation, which result in reconstructed cross-sectional, you can see, images of the body. Using on this data, it is possible to create, so that results in the creation of 3D visualization and views from different angles of the same organ, or it can be bones, it can be soft tissues, it can be blood vessels, it can be tumors, it can be, you can say, cancerous organs in the body. So you can say the modern CT scans, they provide detailed images. For example, I have just given you all these things using low radiations. Here the low radiation which are used of the X-rays are low radiation doses. So this CT scan of the whole thorax, you can see, and the abdomen was performed in less than 1 second. So this is very quick also, with only 20 ml of contrast media, and a radiation dose of this much radiation dose was given. So this is what they have given. Then we can say precautions during a CT scan. So during a CT scan procedure, patient will be asked to lie down on the table that slides into the center of the CT scanner. Once the patient is inside the scanner, the machine, this X-ray beam keeps on rotating around the person. A computer creates so many different images of the patient, and the radiologist is going to monitor them on the TV type of screen. Patient will be asked to remain still during the, you can say, still, so that otherwise the blood images will come. So sometimes he may be asked to drink, sometimes a contrasting medium is given for this the CT scan, okay. So they are asked to take some contrasting medium, because this allows the radiologist to highlight certain areas for the clear images. Then length of the CT scan, this also, let's see, with modern CT scans we can even apply color coding to the data set. So color coding can be applied. So scans can be done in seconds or even fractions of a second. So very quick procedure. For some, you can say, CT scans, a special contrast agent, you must have seen them, they inject a contrast agent is injected into the vein before the scan, as this allows further assessment of the organs. and you can say then the additional time will be there. Now a CT scanner can image any part of the body, including the heart, lungs, abdomen, any part of the body. CT scans are also invaluable in assessing skeletal injuries. Even very tiny bones are shown very clearly. So importance, what is the importance? Actually we have done the importance, but let's see. CT scans have revolutionized the medical science because it allows doctors to diagnose diseases, and you can say which could often only be found in the surgery. Otherwise, after doing the surgery only, we can see that some problem is there inside the body. Then you can say it is a commonly performed procedure, and the scanners are found not only in hospitals departments but also in outpatient offices. So this type of you can say special x-ray is in a sense taken takes pictures of slices of the body, so doctors can look right at the whichever area is of their interest. Okay, then you can say if we one looks at the standard, if this is a comparison given with this normal x-ray image or a radiograph, which is a chest x-ray, it appears as if they are looking through the body. So as one person is looking inside the body of the other person, the CT and MRI are similar to each other. Okay, so if next will be the MRI, so you can see there are similarities to CT scan with the MRI, you can say, but provide a much you can say different view of the body than an X-ray does. So if you compare with the X-rays, the CT scans, they provide much better view. CT and MRI produce cross-sectional, so both of the CT and the MRI are going to produce the cross-sectional images of the body, which you can say appear to open the body. So it seems as if we are dissecting the person, we can opening the body and seeing those. So this allows the doctors to look at the details, you know. And MRI uses, we can say, a magnetic field and radio waves to produce images, while CT uses X-rays. So here X-rays are used, whereas in the MRI magnetic fields and radio waves are used. Whereas plain X-rays are, if you compare, the simple X-rays are very inexpensive, quick test, and are accurate at diagnosing things. Okay. Such as pneumonia, arthritis, fractures, whereas CT and MRI are better. They are better to evaluate the soft tissues, and they visualize even the smallest of the abnormalities which are present in different organs of the body. Okay, and thus they may not be apparent on the regular X-ray test. So in that way, these two are much better if you compare with the X-rays. Then you can say CT scans are frequently used to evaluate the brain, the neck, the spine, the chest, abdomen, etc., pelvis region, and accordingly we have different types of CT scans. A head or brain CT scan, you can see, then this is to view the structures, the person is, if the person is having stroke, some area is bleeding, some blood vessels showing abnormality. Okay, so sometimes used to look at the skull also. Next CT scan checks the soft tissues, enlarged lymph nodes, you can say, or the glands. Then CT of the chest is frequently used to further study an abnormality on a plain chest X-ray. Okay, then you can say pelvic regions, abdominal and pelvic CT will look at the abdominal and pelvic organs and see whether there is some problem in those areas. If there is some pain, what is the reason of the pain, or maybe some tissue is cancerous or not. A sinus CT scan is used to diagnose the sinus disease. If the you can say this is going to detect a narrowing or obstruction in the sinus drainage pathway, that can be examined. A spine CT scan. So these are the different types of CT scans. If it is spine CT scan, test is used most commonly used to detect the you can say herniated disc or narrowing of the, you can say, spinal canal. So you can say fracture or break in the spine is there, in the neck, the arm, the back. So thus you can say detailed images can be seen through this. So this is the, you can say, the complete topic of the CT scan.